besties. I have a meeting in a few minutes. This week I have portfolio reviews, which is like I'm in my senior year photography program, so we get to have meetings with people like in the industry. So this morning I have with a art photo book publisher. So we get 4. I have 2 today. The other one is a magazine editor. So yeah, I'm ready. My anxiety has gotten very bad this since the beginning of this year, honestly, to new levels never reached before. So I guess I've been dealing with that, and now I have anxiety about even uploading videos. Imposter syndrome, it's been a bit intense, so that's why I haven't uploaded in a little bit. In my last video I had some tiny clips, but I cut them all out because I just did not want to be perceived. So, but other than that, everything's coming to a close. It's the end of the year, so like school year, and I'm a senior, so all the things they're culminating. My graduation is next week. My cap and gown still aren't in. I didn't know where they are. I ordered it a very long time ago. I'm walking my graduation this semester, but I'm not gonna be done until the end of fall. I still have to finish my minor. I didn't finish it this semester because there was nothing like worth taking, and unlike photography, I wasn't like, oh, I'll just take it so I can finish it. And so I'll finish it next semester. I needed that time as well to just like figure things out. So other than that, I finished my thesis paper. It was a struggle, besties. I had a panic attack. Speaking of anxiety, I had a panic attack while writing it because one of the sections, most of my paper is like on colonization and how that's affected me, and one of it is talking about a pretty like seeing, even though I thought I'd come to terms with it in my head, seeing those things on paper, like written out, those like harsh words, it was honestly a lot. Okay, it was kind of talking about something that somebody I considered like my closest friend, what they had told me to my face, an assumption that they had made about me, just in the white privilege, just it was like unbelievable. And just writing out like, how dare you? Do you realize the things that I've lost? Like, I have a right to be angry about things. Like, I don't know my language. I don't know a lot of the traditions that my ancestors practiced because of colonization, and something like the fact that she just couldn't or refused to recognize that she was complicit in this thing, and that it's something that's like actively in the modern day hurting people of color. And this idea that she had that colonization is a thing of the past, like a historical event. No, it's happening to this day. Anyways, so that was like a lot to just like, even though I thought I'd like come to terms with it, like I spent months of like healing through it, like just writing it down. It was, you know, but I'm glad that I got it out. I'm pretty pleased with my paper. I mean, there's still, I need to go through and continue proofreading because I type how I talk, so it's always very readable. So I still need to keep doing that, but I might release the paper at some point in the future, probably on my photo website, like in relations to the piece that I had shown for my thesis show. Oh, yeah, that also happened. I had my thesis show. I did a print, I did a frame, I handmade the frame out of clay. I know I kept talking about it and then I kept not showing my process of it. Whatever, it's fine. Too late now. But it was fun, and I'm presumably showing you clips of it, and that's now I brought it home, and by accident I threw Rocky's ball at it and I broke it. I broke a piece of it. It's fine, I can glue it back, but I love that for me. Yeah, this week I just have portfolio reviews, and then I think it's like the end of the semester. Like everything is finishing. So I don't really know what's going on. Other news, quickly, before I have to go to my meeting. My mother is doing okay. I alluded to some things, but it was non-invasive surgery, and she is doing good. Healing great. We're gonna go see Mama Mia on Tuesday. I'm very excited. Goodbye!
Your morning sunshine when the dreams aren't feeling fine. You're a eucalyptus leaf, you make mama so sweet. You're sweet moonshine and now I finally feel alive. Will you dance with me? Let's forget all about the night. You can follow my lead, we'll be partners.
I hate puzzles, but look at how much I've done. Thanks, Mom, for getting the edges out. My freaking mic wasn't recording. I think I hit it. I'm upset now because I felt like I spoke precisely. What is today? Wednesday. Today? No, is it? Yes, it is. I don't have class today. And so I was like, great, I don't have to go to school. Psych. My cap and gown for graduation, I ordered April 4th. What is it? May 11th today. Whereas it has not arrived. It has not even shipped my cap and gown. So luckily the vendors that we had to order from are selling in person today. So I'm going to go and have some words. Like, you haven't even shipped my thing. And like the vendor even has the date of the graduation that they know they have to ship it before. So even if they do ship it now, I'd be way too stressed for them to, for it to arrive in time. So I'm just going to go and try and get one today. Hopefully they don't charge me for it. But I think they will, because this is America. I ordered it so in advance because I was ready to just not have stress. But here I am, stressed. And then I also ordered a Belize stole. But I was looking at my order, I was like, it's not there. But it's fine. I can just order it myself off Amazon. Anyways, and then afterwards, in the afternoon, the early evening, we're going to go see Mamma Mia in theaters. I was a wee little child when that came out, and so obviously I didn't get to see it in theaters. This theater, Alamo Draft House Theater, they serve you food. They also screen movies that have been out forever, and it's just so good. Because then I can have the experience. I got to see Pride and Prejudice and Twilight in theaters. And they had Harry Potter movies, but I didn't go to them. Even though I bought tickets, I kept forgetting. So I love that for me. Anyway, so we're going to see Mamma Mia, and that's very exciting. We were supposed to see it on Sunday, but we woke up, and because my mom just had surgery, we were like, it's not the vibe. Got my refund. Luckily, they were having another screening on Wednesday, so we're going to go to that at 4 o'clock. Other than that, I finished another physical read of the year. I have a hard time focusing on reading physical books, so it's a very big achievement when I finish a physical book. This is, did I say the fourth? This is the first ebook that I've read since 2016. The last ebook that I read on my Kindle was Crown of Midnight, and that was right before I got into BookTube. And then, you know, the thing with BookTube is you buy books. It's just about hauling books, and so I had all these books physically to read, and so then I just hadn't read an ebook since then. Kind of crazy. Yeah, before you ask, at that point in Crown of Midnight, I was just like, I didn't feel like reading the rest of the books. I wasn't really interested. And then after I got into BookTube, I was Sarah J. Maas hater, because I tried to read Court of Thorns and Roses and I hated it so much. And then so I was very against Sarah J. Maas for a very long time, and now I'm a whore, okay, for Sarah J. Maas. Okay, it's fine, but I don't know if I'll ever read Throne of Glass. My friend is really trying to convince me, but I don't know. It might just be, I don't know. You know, convince me in the comments, essentially. Regardless, I finished a physical book, The North Wind, and it was good. I gave it 4 stars, but it could have been great. There was just a ginormous, glaring, gaping hole in the story that you could have just made something up. Just make something up. Figure it out. And then it would have made this book 5 stars. It was just something about the world, and that was never explained. And normally, and this is a problem with audiobooks, that I would be like, oh, maybe I just didn't hear it. Maybe I missed it. And then I would probably have just been like, oh, 5 stars. But no, I read it physically, so I had to look at every single word because I'm dyslexic, and that's why it takes me so long to read books, because I have to double read a good portion of the book, because I'm constantly like compensating for like, okay, I read this wrong, I need to go back and reread that same sentence. So, you know, now I know that it was just never said in the book. I was like, you could have just made something up and it wouldn't have changed like the dynamic of anything, but it would have just given the reader less of a hard time in life. You'd have stressed me out less. It's a fantasy romance. The romance doesn't come until like way towards the end, the spice, and it's enemies to lovers, obviously. I recommend reading it. I wish there was an audiobook. It would have made my anger over this bit go faster. Good, I guess. I will buy the physical book because I liked it very much, but it did need fixing in certain parts. There was actually multiple parts that like you could have just added a little more detail, because like you need those details. Okay, it was needed details that were not included. So it was like why are people crossing this thing? Why are they doing that? Like there's you didn't say why. And also like, yes, it's this one part is supposed to be like a mystery type thing that like gets revealed when it becomes more vulnerable in time, but you could have included a part where she was like, oh, clearly he doesn't want to tell me why he's doing this, you know? It was instead she already knew. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going to read next. I got The Book of Night, and I also have the audiobook, but I don't feel like reading that right now, I don't think. So I don't know what I'm going to read next. Anyways, I'm going to go buy my cap and gown now. Bye!